Hey, hey, hey. What's going on with my beautiful people today? Hope you're shining bright. Not letting anybody dim that light. Yeah. Not going to go in deep into it. It's going to be a quick message because it's going to be an add-on to the message I just did about wake up call and karma. So I'm not even going to go on not even going to go on my intro. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to go straight into it. As I was getting ready to prepare for doing, preparing to, hold on a second. Okay, so as I was preparing to record for today, God dropped this message about karma in the wake-up call reading, and go check it out if you have not. In that reading, I got to a point where I said, oh, it's you that's going through the karma. And God expanded on that this morning. Some of you that have been doing everything right, you've been praying, you've been fasting, you've been walking in your calling, you've been helping others, you've been standing up for others. You ain't been perfect, okay, but you're doing what's required. You are putting your best foot forward for you and for others and for the people who are aligned and the people who are your soul tribe. God gave me a revelation this morning because some of you, this is the problem and this is the issue. It's like you're doing so much for other people. You're praying, you're fasting, you're seeking God, you're honoring your ancestors. But those things that hold dear to your heart that you would want to happen, that you've been asking for, those things that you've been petitioning God for, praying about, those things that you've been wanting a breakthrough, you're trying to get a breakthrough. You're not asking for much, but what you asking for, it is always delayed, or you always gotta wait, or you always feel like you are in a holding pattern, to the point where you feel like people are targeting you, or people are gang stalking you, and people are it's the reason why you're delayed and in this holding pattern is because of someone else. It's not. For some of you, you are paying off a karmic debt. Now, this is especially hard, and why in your mind you're not even thinking on that level is because in this lifetime, in this realm, you haven't really done anything to anyone. You have accepted the call. You have went through your healing. You're not running from your healing. You are, every step you are moving towards becoming a better version. You're not perfect. Again, you're not perfect, but you are nowhere near other people who are running, projecting, stealing and trying to hurt other individuals. You have in this realm and in this lifetime, you have made major strides to heal, to work on yourself, work on your issues, heal, to forgiveness, gratitude, the whole 9 yards. So you wouldn't think that you the reason why you in this holding pattern is because you're paying off a karmic debt. So you may be paying off a karmic debt off for something. Now, I just said that you've been doing everything right. However, the first thing, if when you first came into this realm, in your early past, you did some things to hurt some people, but you've been forgiven for that. You've been forgiven. God has forgiven you. The people have forgiven you. However, you still got to pay that debt. You reap what you sown. It doesn't matter if somebody forgives you. It doesn't matter if God forgives you. You still have to pay. That's what people fail to realize. You still have to pay, and you still have to go through karma. You get karma for that. So you got that. Then you have karma, paying off karmic debt from your past lives. Things that you don't even remember that you've done to people in past lives. You have to pay. People don't understand that. You may not pay in this lifetime, but you gonna pay. Right? So that could be an issue. Then the third thing, you could be paying the karmic debt for your ancestors. Past ancestors that's not living, and ancestors that were living when you were here, when on this realm, that have passed. You may be paying a debt to clear your bloodline. So there's 3 issues fitted in where it get in. However, this is very important, because for those of you that have accepted the call and you're doing everything, and you are helping, and you are sowing on good ground, you're sowing positivity, you're sowing positive energy, all of that is going towards paying off a karmic debt. And that is why you're not seeing the fruit of your labor and everything that you're trying to accomplish, the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to see in this lifetime. It's not coming together for you right now, because everything that you're doing, it's going towards that karmic debt. You're paying off a karmic debt. You're going through karma. So, what do you do? So, the thing about this is, God brought this up because a lot of you that is on this channel, you forgot a lot of things, and I'm here to remind you, but I'm also here to help you understand, help you get through your feelings and your emotions so you can free yourself. This karmic debt, this thing that you're doing for your bloodline, for things that you have cured in your past, in your past lives, you are clearing it. Everything that you're doing, you're clearing it. That's why it's vital and it's very important that you don't stop. You don't stop, because when you stop, it stops the progression, it stops the payment, it stops what you've been doing. God brought this to your attention for you to understand and understand that this is a debt that must be paid, especially if you came here as a chosen one to change the dynamics of your bloodline. You must pay this debt to free you and your bloodline. You can't get caught up in your feelings and emotions and woulda, coulda, shoulda, and I should have had it by now. I should have did it by now. This should have worked out. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of going. This is your destiny. This is what you came down here to do. Free up the bloodline. And if you accrued karma from your past, you must pay. Just like you looking at other people, that they got to pay their karma, you got to pay yours. Everybody must pay. And you've been paying it. God wants you to know that what you're going through right now is not forever. But you must pay. So go through it. Continue on. And then the other aspect, he gave me the scenario. When you pay, when you are, this is where they say the scenario where you keep getting the readings that your breakthrough is here, it's coming, it's something big's about to happen. Just keep going, just keep going. When you continue to hear those messages and see those messages, they're trying to encourage you, yes. But how karma works is that you pay and you pay and you pay into it, and then one day, all of a sudden, your life change. You change. The dynamics of your whole continents change. Money start flowing in. People start coming in. People want to come in and court you, and people want to come in and talk to you, and you bombarded with all of these things. It's like a switch. It's like things just turn around. It's because you keep paying and you keep paying and you keep paying, and once it's paid, it's done. It's done. But if you give up, you're going to sit in that because it must get paid. And if you don't do it now, then you'll do it. It'll follow and carry you. It'll follow you in another dimension, another lifetime. You must pay karma. But we're very familiar with what people do to us, and they must pay karma. But what about you? The chosen ones. You know you chosen. You know you have a responsibility, but you forget that you got to pay that karmic debt on behalf of the bloodline. And I'm telling you, that bloodline, that's a hell of a karma to pay back. Cause it's some things that went down in those bloodlines. But you have everything in you, to you, through you, around you, to clear it up. And you've been doing it. This is why you don't know why you have so many hardships. Why so many things happen to you. You ain't done nothing to nobody. All you trying to do is live your life. It's karma. It's a karmic debt that has to be paid by you. You're chosen. You can't just say you chosen and I'm chosen and I'm doing all this. It's a price to be paid. It's not easy. Chosen means you taking the responsibility for your bloodline to clear it, to stand in the gap, to heal, to restore, to renew. But there's a price that you have to pay for that. It's not easy. If you did something to somebody in your past in this realm, you gotta pay. Whether you have changed your life, moved on, healed, blessed, blessing others, loving others, giving to others, it still doesn't matter until you pay that debt off of the wrong that you did to other people. We must all pay. Every last one of us. So don't give up. God wanted this to come out to get you to understand and understand. This ain't the time to give up. I feel like this message is coming out because you're very close. You're very close, and the closer and the closer and the closer you get to freeing up and paying off this debt, the more havoc, the more chaos, the more confusion, the more hurt, the more loss, the more pain that you're going to have to endure. But you have to change your mindset to it's a personal attack, and change your mindset to the truth and the clarity of what it is. Because what it is karma. It's a debt that has to be paid. I must pay my debt. Because when I pay my debt, then it is going to carry through that those who hurt me must pay their karmic debt. When you pay, everybody else got to pay. So just remember, release those feelings and those emotions that got you tied up in this resentment about your life, and make a purposeful mindset about, in spite of what I may be going through, in spite of the karmic debt that I'm paying, I'm going to live my best life the best way that I can and know how. I gotta pay this karma off. I came down here to pay this karma off. I need to right the wrongs, and the way I right my wrongs is paying my karma off. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to be resentful. I'm not going to I'm not going to be resentful. I'm not going to be hurt and broke down and busted and disgusted looking at my life as a failure. No, it's not. Every day you get up, you burning karma. Every time you do something, you work towards your purpose, you're burning karma. You burning that debt off. You're not a failure. You just forgot. Chosen ones, you just forgot. That's what you came down here to do. You came down here. If you're a chosen one, you came down here to do whatever it takes to change the dynamics of your bloodline. And you cannot do it without burning off that karma, because they didn't burn it off and they're not going to burn it off. You have to do it. And burning off karma, that's suffering, that's hurt, that's lack. You got to go through some things to burn karma. So it's not personal. It's not a personal attack. It's what you came down here to do. Stop sitting in that energy, that negative energy, and push through and get through it. Because God would never have you to come down here if you were not equipped to handle it. But you cannot handle karma and burning karma if you're sitting in hurt, you're sitting in fear, you're sitting in all of these emotions. That's not really your emotions. They're not your emotions. They're not your feelings. They are the feelings and emotions of the bloodline. And if you did something in your past and you got to pay now, what you sitting in your feelings and emotions about? Get it done. Pay it off. Get up every day purposeful to do something for somebody else. Do something for yourself. Take your mind out of woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm hurt. I'm suffering. My life. Look at your life differently. Find something to be grateful for. Find something to be that you can look at that is going good in your life. Stop looking at what's bad and look at what's good, and turn this thing around and burn this karma off. It's what needs to happen. You have everything in you to make it. You made it this far. If you made it this far, you can make it all the way through. But again, we forgot. It's, oh, I'm a chosen. Oh, I'm a chosen, ancestors chosen. The ancestors proud of me, and all of that's good, and all of that is a fact. Very proud of you. But they'll be even more proud of you if you get out of this funk that you in and get back to work. And understand and understand that your day is coming in divine timing when your debt is paid. And whatever you going through, whatever emotions you going through, hurt, pain, suffering, lack, you got everything in you to get out of it. God didn't bring you down here to have you go through all these things and don't have a way out. You got to change your mindset. You got to see things for what they truly are to be able to change the dynamics of your situation. Because what's in you, what's around you, is a force to be reckoned with. You have to utilize it. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it. I'm going to leave it right there. But just know that I love you very much. Very much. I love you. I am sending positive energy to you. I'm praying for you. And I believe in you. But I can't be the only one. You got to do it for yourself. You got to believe it for yourself. You got to pick your own self up. And you got to walk out of this situation that you in and move forward. pay this debt off. It's a debt. It's not a curse. It's a debt. It's not all these other things that you're thinking. And I'm not saying that it's not a curse on your bloodline. I'm not saying all of that. What I'm saying is right now, what you are going through, it's not a curse from somebody else. It's not somebody projecting right now on you. This is a karmic debt that you're paying off, that you must pay off. For all of you, it's different. You will have to sit down with yourself and look at your situation and see where this karmic debt may be coming from. But if you went years and you went months and you just keep on getting up, you keep on doing things right, you and forgiving, you and did the process, it's karma. Because you're protected. You are protected. The people I'm talking to, you are protected. People get up every day to attack you. But it don't touch you. That it's not these people. It's karma that you have to pay. For various reasons. I named some, but you need to know what your reasons is so you can change your mindset about what is going on in your life. When you change your mindset and keep going, you're going to wake up one day and your life is going to be changed. You're going to wake up one day and everything is going to fall into place. You're going to wake up one day and not only are you blessed, but your family is blessed. Things start happening for you. Things start happening for your family. People start getting married. People start building businesses. The kids start going to college and things start turning around. Not only for you, but for your bloodline. It's all because of this karma debt that must be paid. And don't get me wrong. You human. You get tired. You get weary. You get tired of the same thing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, okay, you may have gotten tired. You may have gotten resentful. You may don't want to be bothered no more. But you got to change that because you got to keep going. For some reason, God is saying, keep going. You cannot give up. You almost there. Almost there could be 6 months. Almost there could be 2 years. Almost there could be 5 years. You don't know the hour. I don't know the hour. But I know God is pushing me to tell you this. And you need to be very mindful. The next steps that you take and you make concerning this. And you need to make some serious changes. And you need to reel in your feelings and your emotions. Because your feelings and your emotions about this is making you stuck. Because this must happen. This is part of the process to set you free, set your bloodline free. It's the process. You must pay. We all have to pay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. But I ask that you hit the like button. I ask that you share, subscribe. I ask that you put in the comments if this helped you and if you got anything out of it. This is so very, very important. I need each and every one of you to receive it and look at your own situation. Because if you're chosen, You definitely going through karma. We just forgot. Okay? All right. But I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please receive my love, but God loves you more. And I'm sending you healing and sending my love to you. It it is so be it. Ashe, and Trinity is out.